Hi everyone, it's Jess from Nourished Heart Healing. I was guided to do a collective reading video, which I haven't done in forever, for the energies of the upcoming week, the August energies that are coming in, and we're on the eve of a beautiful full moon in Aquarius that contains the Aquarius Leo polarity. So we talk about Leo as being fiercely loving, attached to the heart chakra, the generosity of spirit, but also uh, individuality. And that contrasts with the collective mind of Aquarius, where we look at how we fit within the whole. So, how do we fit within the collective, and how can we help heal the collective? And it's a little more about the community than it is about the individual. So we're bringing these two things together. How can we bring the wisdom of our own individual gifts and experiences and journeys to heal the collective? So that's sort of what we're dealing with energetically. And it is really, it can be tense out there, especially right now. We're going through some really big shifts, as everyone knows. So I'm going to do a really quick little animal spirit guide reading, and then we'll go into a card reading. So maybe I'll do 3 cards. This is for the collective energies for the upcoming week, the first week in August 2020. Collective energies. Okay, so the animal guardian stepping forth is the sandpiper, which is an aquatic bird. And it says, if a sand, oh, by the way, I'm reading from the Animal Spirit Guides by Stephen Farmer. Super amazing book. But if a sandpiper shows up, it means set aside some time each day to select your favorite music and dance. You're going to experience a lot more masculine or yang energy, which will stimulate you to be physically active, and this will help with grounding. Do what you need in order to stay grounded, even during a challenging emotional time. Beautiful. This is interesting. If you're a man, participate as much as you possibly can in your children's lives from pregnancy, birth, and on into adolescence. So, feeling like we really need the involvement, the same involvement that the Divine Feminine has been giving in terms of healing and presence and love. We need that from the Divine Masculine right now, too. Call on Sandpiper when you're going through a tough emotional time and you want to stay centered. If you're seeking spiritual sustenance that's compatible with your beliefs, so maybe you've been called to extend spiritual community with like-minded people, that feels really good when you're around your tribe. And that's also tied into the Aquarian energy of the full moon coming up. If Sandpiper is your power animal, you love spending time at the seashore, feeling very much at home there. I've done so many client readings lately, and the sea is coming up as this huge place for you to release and be healed. There's a lot of excess energy buildup right now from density and heaviness in the collective. So being near the sea is super cleansing, clearing, and healing. You're very nurturing and enjoy affectionate encounters to those that you're close to. You can be quite flirtatious and seductive when you want to be. So that's more the Leo side. This is interesting that this bird kind of has both. You're very quick, witty, and can make others laugh. So that's a little bit about the animal guardian that wants to step forth, the sandpiper bird. I don't know if I've ever seen one, but I think they have these long beaks and they look for their food in the sands. They kind of dig, but they're very focused because they have this long, sharp beak. So thank you, Sandpiper, for your medicine. We'll do our cards now. And I hope that you're doing okay and sending you lots of love, and hope that you're healthy, staying well, but also that your emotional needs are being met too. We need both the mental health and the physical health are so important. Collective energies for the upcoming week. Collective. As I knock on the cards, I disperse their energy from previous readings that I've done. And this also helps seeing collective. That helps me and my guides channel the collective energies. So I'm not channeling my own. I'm not channeling the energy of the last client that I read for. I'm channeling collective energies. And I like to say it aloud because that creates a physical bridge between the etheric and the tangible. Collective energy helps us stay focused in our readings too. Collective. 3 cards. The first card will be for the early part of the week. And then the middle. And then late week, weekend. Stay with the breath this week. Breath is so healing. It's so important that we clear all of the gunk that's surrounding us. And there's a lot of it right now. There's a lot of misinformation. There's a lot that we have to discern. Is this resonating with us? Do we know this to be true in our own heart? Questions that you might want to ask yourself this week. Okay, we have number 14 as our first card. It's called the Hungry Ghosts, Obsessions, Scarcity, Consciousness, or Attachment. So what I'm feeling from this card is that some of us might be undergoing time where we are worried about an outcome, and that the loop of the mind, that fear energy is really taking over and making it hard for us to connect to the soul voice and center ourselves. So I feel like they're hungry ghosts because they're the the more that we feed them with our attention, the more they become real to us, even though they're not. So this can take the form of past attachments that we're ready to release, but it's really scary to release those things. So we might, at the beginning of the week, experience a little push-pull, a little conflict of, am I really ready to let this pattern go? Can I do this? Like, can I set a firm boundary with this person? Can I step into a more healthy relationship with myself or with my partner? Like, can I do this? This is new. It's scary. Yes, your guides say you can do it. And if you've been getting hints and inklings to do it, you should go for it. We just have to be aware that the mind plays enormous tricks on us sometimes. And especially with the way the collective energy is right now, it's like this pressure cooker vibe. You have people talking. You might have people talking in your ear all the time of things that they've heard this and they've heard that, and it's exhausting. So calling through that and really taking a couple breaths and finding, okay, is this resonating with me or is it not? And if it's not, it's nothing personal. You don't have to explain anything. You just don't have to take it in. So this also might be an invitation to detox from social media and scrolling without focus. There's just so much gunk going on. And we want to approach this portal time in August with a as pure of a heart as we can. So that's the first couple of days. So it might be a little rocky as we navigate this full moon. Like, what are we ready to release? But then after the full moon happens on Monday, you're moving through Tuesday into Wednesday. There's a tranquility that sets in, an understanding, because we've released the Lady of the Gift, generosity, receiving. So we are she looks like a crystal goddess, which reminds me kind of this Aquarian kind of electricity, this etheric spiritual connection. The Aquarians have, the Aquarius energy. Generosity, receiving. So giving and receiving in balance, making sure you're taking care of yourself so you can pour your nurturance and your nourishment out to those who love you and those who need it. And also being grateful. So relying on your gratitude practice to bring in that which you want to embody. So if there are things that you have worked on releasing this full moon, also think about what you want to bring in. So in August, I would like to bring in radiant health. I thank the divine for my ability to bring in awareness, more spiritual connection, um, a deeper connection to my body, like feeling the bliss of being in a physical body. So all of these things are things, just examples that you can use to set your intention for the new cycle. So there is very much this week a cycle ending and then a new one beginning, and that'll continue into the Lion's Gate too, which we'll talk about next week on August 8th, my anniversary. Very powerful, positive energies coming in. Okay, third card. Yeah, it's going to be another big week. When is it ever not? Doesn't it feel just like it's crazy? Okay, so focus, intention, the Arrow Master. This is number 10. I have the focus here. Hitting the mark with intention and detachment. So focusing, again, this goes beautifully with the Lady of the Gift. Focusing on what you want to bring into your life, and also focusing on how you can be of service to others if they need you. And a lot of people are in need right now. This is one way I'm being guided to be of service, is to offer a reading like this. I know that it's part of my soul contract to do this work. So this is something I can offer. There's no payment. It's just from source through me to you. That's one example. And hopefully by getting this out there and setting forth that healing intention, I'll be able to spread the love that I feel for this work even deeper. Okay, so that's an example. If you are looking to bring in more financial abundance, a journaling practice is huge because it takes the idea and it puts it into the physical, and then the universe can say, okay, she really wants this and she's grateful for what she has, but she is showing those divine action steps. So let's meet her vibration. So when you have the attitude of gratitude and you're existing in that very high vibe state, more blessings can come into you. And this is part of the law of attraction too. So hitting the mark, intention. So you want to be as focused as you can. You also want to be grateful and pretend like you already have it. Because in the universe, that's an easy match. Oh, well, she's some manifestation coaches will say acting as if. So she's acting as if it's already hers. It's in her aura. So we can deliver it, if that is part of your soul contract and it's for your best, your highest and best. And also we have this energy of detachment. And what detachment means in this sense is detaching from outcomes. So instead of being so fearful if it doesn't happen, if it doesn't work, focusing on that kind of negative side, it becomes about, what, whether this happens or not, I am grateful for where I am. I'm grateful for the lessons. So that attitude also helps us preserve our energy and helps us do more good for ourselves and others. And it's less detrimental to the process, if that makes sense. So detachment is hard because we are human, and we're always going to be at some level focused on outcome. but giving it over to God, to the divine, to spirit, whatever you want to say, to source, and being grateful for what you have, letting those blessings come in. So we start the week at the Hungry Ghost, and then we end with the Arrow Master. So it might feel like beginning of the week, there's a lot of external chatter. What are you going to give your attention, your focus to? Then after the full moon, you decide what you want to release. You are grateful for the current moment. You're grateful for the little things. And then you can focus on the intentions of what new things want to be birthed. Okay, beautiful. Just going to take one breath to seal the energies in. If you want to join me, one hand on the heart, one on the belly. Deep breath in and exhale. And I hope that you found some clarity and nourishment through these divine messages. And it's my pleasure. And until next time, namaste.